Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Molson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We're here with a wonderful lady who is a multi-talented actress, wrestler, children's fashion designer, and also a hairstylist. Born in Auburn, Washington, she began her career moving to California after a breakup and became a hairdresser, later becoming a glow wrestler and a glow girl. What is that? We'll find out just 1 minute. And she also wrestled on season 3 and 4 of Glow Wrestling, and also featuring a documentary about Glow, the story of the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. I think I just gave that one away. And also her main rival. And what is this main rival? We'll find out just 1 minute. And also the mother of another wrestling legend. And also is doing a project about a beloved wrestler as well, too. Live, ladies and gentlemen, in Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, the amazing multi-talented actress, wrestler, children's fashion designer, and hairstylist born in Auburn, Washington, now in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-talented Roxy Astor. Roxy, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Wowza, that was some intro. How do you top that?
Oh my gosh, you know something? I sometimes wonder if I should be in WWE, WWF, UCF, whatever wrestling it is. It's like, am I gonna be able to top that? Vince McMahon or even Dana White, whatever it is. I kind of question that, but thanks anyway, though. So
No, you'd be good at either one. You'd be good.
there you go.
You got that wrapped down. That's good.
Well, I don't know if I can go in the tie and have the announcer and are you ready to rumble?
There we
Like
go.
that.
You got it.
I think if we're going to wrestling myself, but I got a long way to do so here. So you're a multi-talented actress, wrestler, children's fashion designer, hairstylist born in Auburn, Washington. You began a career moving to California after a breakup and became a hairdresser and later becoming a glow wrestler, glow girl. And you also wrestled as Roxy Astor in season 3 and 4 of Glow Wrestling. Also featured a documentary about Glow, the story of gorgeous ladies of wrestling. You also have a main rival, which is called Godiva, part of the Park Avenue Knockout with Tiffany Mellon. And you're also the mother of Wrestlelicious Juvi Hall as well. And you also have a new project out, one of your best friends called Matilda the Hun, which is a tribute docutheater about Matilda's last years, which is the raw meat as well. So before getting ready to rumble, Roxy, tell us how you first got started.
Okay, since you brought up the breakup.
But this is what's given to me, guys. Sorry.
Let's go there. Okay, so after the breakup, I decided to move to Los Angeles and just get a brand new start. What is more empowering after a breakup than to try out for Glow?
Oh, I wish I would have done that years ago with something similar. Now you're jogging back memories of me here.
Yeah, it's just something, because I was a hairdresser and I went to the Seattle Art Institute, and I didn't, and that's what it's going to be in the play that I'm doing. That's not what got me going, but the breakup actually was, and I don't have that in the play, but I might have to add that. So you jogged my memory a little bit. So yeah, I just wanted to get out and do clean start. And I remember I was watching WWF at the time, and I was a fan of that. And I didn't see any like strong, powerful women that I could really look up to. That I thought, yeah, that's great. But I end up watching after WWF, and that's when I first saw Glow. So when I saw Glow, it was something that I'd never seen before. It's like all females, all shapes, all sizes. They were not just like perfect little cookie cutter,
Right,
looking
right. You're like puffed up Barbie dolls or
nothing.
pro football players from the Seattle Seahawks, LA Rams, stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember seeing a girl in a green mohawk going, wow, this is really cool. Like when I was trying out. So when I first saw it, I saw Matilda, and honestly, she was frightening. Matilda was very frightening, but there was something about her and her laugh and how she would always say, I want to scare the kids and make them the biggest part. But she had her Fritzy around her. Whatever Fritzy was, I have no clue what that was. I don't even know if it was real. But I saw her match and with Mount Fiji, and I thought this is about the coolest stuff I have ever seen. We do not see this in Auburn, Washington.
Oh my
So
gosh.
very just nothing like that. So I'm watching and I saw more characters being introduced and I'd watch it every Saturday morning. And I just like because they had the raps and the wrestling and the skits that remind me of Hee Haw. So I'm like, you know what? Just one day, maybe I'll meet Matilda. And then that's when it had the ad, with the phone number and do you want to be a glow girl? And then I tried out and beat out 3,500 other girls. And I always tell people, I think if I would have known that, I don't think I would have tried out. I just knew I had to be in glow. I knew there was nothing that was going to stop me for myself. I wouldn't do anything. I just wanted just to get there. I knew once I got there I would go to the top, or I would try to go to the top and just have fun with it. And honestly, it probably was the best time of my life. Sorry kids, but
It sounds like you had a lot of fun of wrestling, and before that too, even going back to the days of Washington with wrestling too. It's like wrestle with the family, wrestle with dogs, or wrestle with whoever.
wrestling is popular. It's popular, and it's something I didn't know about in Auburn. I didn't even watch WWF. I had no clue what wrestling was. Just the wrestling that was in our high school, and that was it. I didn't know that women could be so strong and powerful and have voices, and I didn't know that they could rap and wrestle.
I've never heard something like that. It's just like I'm probably aging myself as well too. I remember watching Roddy Piper, Dick the Bruiser, back in those days where it's like it wasn't this, tap this, cue and everything like that. It was like it was actually slamming, actually, punching and
Yeah.
like that. It was like it was all out. And the funny part was I remember watching in Milwaukee growing up, and it was that Roddy Piper, Dick the Bruiser, and all the others. Then you follow that up with roller derby, which is more violent than wrestling. It's like, which is more violent though?
Okay, fun fact though. Matilda the Hun was Queenie in roller derby in the Thunderbirds out here in Los Angeles.
Really? So she was in roller derby as
Yeah,
well? Oh my
yeah. So
God.
yeah, so if you look her up, she's Queenie Kong in roller derby, and we actually have footage of her. And so if you can imagine, she's 6'2", and now with roller skates, she's about 6'5".
Oh my gosh. I
So
mean,
I saw her in that even before Glow.
oh my gosh. I was just thinking about it. Have you tried roller derby or any thoughts of that since we're on that subject? It's like I think I'm ready for some myself.
No, no, not at all. You know what? I remember in Auburn, Washington, we had a little skating rink because there's really nothing to do there but go to the roller rink. And I was the one that always would kind of sit back and watch they would, how you go backwards and they would just kind of float on their roller skates. I
Oh,
would
the
just,
backward skate. Yes. Uh-huh.
I could not get that. And whoever could do that, they looked really cool doing it. I would have to stop by slamming the wall. So, but at roller derby, I thought, you know what, this could be very cool. I do know that if they had MMA back then, that would have been my sport. I would have
Oh,
been an MMA girl.
oh yeah, and I've seen some of that too.
Yeah.
Back in the day as well too. And I was just thinking about with the MMA and everything else. And who are some other favorite wrestlers you enjoyed watching growing up?
Well, I met Wendy Richter. Oh my gosh, she's I love her. I met her. Where were we? St. Louis. I was with
Okay.
Sunny, and she was sitting behind us, and that was the first time like I was ever starstruck, like meeting someone because I'm like, this is Wendy Richter. Like she's like she opened this like she was what was it? Cyndi Lauper. She started that whole era.
Hmm.
Uh, who was the guy? Remember the guy that was in the videos? He was
Let's
with Cyndi Lauper and are you Googling it?
ooh, let's see. Who was in it with Cyndi Lauper? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
But he was, I forgot his name, but anyways, she kind of brought that in and then Wendy went into Cyndi Lauper's, her videos, her music videos. So she kind of intertwined MTV and WWF. So she was the one I feel like that opened the door for the whole rock and roll scene of wrestling. what she was. So when I met her, and she was right behind me, I was just like, oh my God, it's Wendy Richter. And so that was kind of cool to see her. And I got a picture with her, and she's very soft spoken and quiet, not like her, how you see them really.
I think most people are like that too. And I've talked to some wrestlers who are like, they look mean on stage, but they're so
Yeah.
compassionate, and makes me think of, what? This is kind of coming back to me. Andre the Giant. When I was trying to think of all the legends, Andre the Giant, he was very entertaining, but very soft spoken and very gentle, away
Yeah.
from the ring.
Yeah. And I think one of my favorites was Randy Macho Man.
Yes, I remember him. Uh-huh.
With Elizabeth, and I always felt so sorry for Elizabeth. And then I felt like there was real tension, and I think that WWF played on whatever was going on in real life. And I was watching something on TV, and WWF, they went there. they went, I can't believe the stuff they got away with. But it was also with Glow. Glow also got away with a lot of stuff that they could not get away with now, which is why it's great that it's kept back there in the 80s and not now.
Right, exactly. And of course, you also have some rivals too, like with Godiva, part of the Park Avenue knockouts with Tiffany Mellon too. So it's like, that had to be a venture.
What? Godiva was probably my favorite, because because her hair was really, I use that as a weapon. I could grab her hair and throw her over. And honestly, she was very good about it. And then I also did her hair one time, and I turned her roots yellow, not on purpose. Not really. Don't let a Glow girl, hold on, let me send a voicemail. Okay. All right, we're back. Yeah, you don't let your opponent do your hair before a match.
And I bet you if you tried doing that, Matilda the Hun, she would probably either hug you or throw you or throw in your head or something.
Well, I did Matilda's hair, but that was after wrestling. And I did Gremlina's hair, and I did Stinky's hair, which was Mohawk, then a reverse Mohawk. So I was also wrestler / hairdresser / rescuing kitties at the same time.
rescuing kitties? I didn't know you did that.
I work with a lot of rescues now. I don't know. Okay, here we back.
Yeah, voicemail. Hello, voicemail.
I did the voicemail. That's Robert Wen. That's actually my partner in this Matilda the Hun. Robert Wen and I are doing that. So he's trying to call me. So I just sent him, can I call you later?
Absolutely. Well, you can do that as well too. We'll talk about Matilda the Hun, the raw meat tribute as well too, with Roxy Astor. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war ring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews. In Eve Levin endorsed by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forge Riley, and Eminems. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also Pandora, and Podbean, also BitChute, Rumble, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Also, go to Apple and Odyssey. Follow us on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, and more. Make sure your tickets with you on any mobile device. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mike Whiting Show podcast for the wrestlers in you. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/me-and-Melson-Zia for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Also t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/me-and-Melson-Zia. Check it out today and support the Mike Whiting Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWhitnerShow.com. You're hearing amazing multi-talent actress, wrestler, children's fashion designer, and hairstylist, born in Auburn, Washington, now Los Angeles, the amazing one-time glow girl, Roxy Astor, here on the Mike Whitner Show. And before we get to more about a little bit about glow and, looking here that children's fashion designer, it's like you got some amazing clothes you've done as well, too.
Well, yeah, I've got a couple of cool little stories. So I end up having, I quit Glow to have my son, Dylan, and I decided I wanted to raise my kids myself. So I wanted to do something to stay at home. And I wanted to be a fashion designer, but that was hard to do, the kind I wanted to be. So I thought, you know what, I'll do children's, because with children's clothes, they never go in and out of style. So I did designs by Tracy.
I wasn't Matilda. I'm sorry.
I just worked for her, and then I did Tickles and Giggles.
Tickles and Giggles. I like that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I had my daughter Kayla and then Lindsay, and they were working for me. So they'd go to school and they'd do little. They'd help me dye clothes, and I sold to Neiman Marcus. What was it? Fred Siegel, Nordstrom's, huge orders, but I sold to Kris Jenner at a store.
Kris Jenner, how you like that?
Jenner, yes, at a store called Smooch, and that was next door to their store called Dash, that got very popular during the whole Kardashian era. And I one of my outfits was on Friends. I have a picture of that on my Instagram, so nice. You can see Courtney Cox holding one of my little outfits, and that same one was on Friends on on Oprah Winfrey, and it was Holly Pete Robinson, and she picked out of her whole closet my little Tickles and Giggles dress, the same one that was on Friends. So it was
really wow.
And I overnighted an outfit to Jamie Lynn Spears for a photo shoot, a really cute outfit, and I thought, this is going to make the cover. This is going to be so cool. And it wasn't even in there. But
oh no.
The name was there, and I still have that magazine. They put just like a onesie on, and this one had like chiffon and ribbons and little diamonds. I'm like, oh, this is going to make the cover. So it was in OK Magazine with Jamie Lynn Spears. But if you open it, so I do have a copy where it just says Tickles and Giggles. And so I got something, but what's really cool is that when I did the fashion designing, there's an article about me that said wrestler goes from fashion to fashion.
Fashion to fashion. I love it. I'm getting a lot of great ideas from you. And this is what happens when you start having a little coffee at this time as well, too. You're getting a lot of great ideas. Fashion to fashion. I'm going to have to remember that.
So they did like a whole article about Glow. And Kayla, my daughter, she was funny. Once they found out that their mom was a Glow girl, she would bring her friends over. I go, Kayla, let's pretend like I'm throwing you into the door. Sell it. So I grabbed her by her hair. I think she was like maybe 13 at the time. And I threw her into the door, and she hit it and slumped down. And they were like, wow, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. And Kayla pops up. And when she was about 2 or 3 years old, I had my Roxy Astor outfit, the original one, and she used to kind of carry it around, and it was all stretched out, and but she would wear it around, and then she ended up getting into wrestling, but she actually had a tryout at WWE at the time.
Nice. Okay. And that is Juvi Hall, if that's right.
Yeah, Juvi Hall, yeah, Wrestlelicious, in front of Dusty Rhodes, in front of Dusty Rhodes before he passed away.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. So she got to see him, which was very cool. And I think I'm trying to think, Rachel, her dad was one of the Road Warriors. That was her.
I think I know who you're talking about. The name just kind of like,
and I would call Kayla and I go, Kayla, how is it? And she's like, oh my God, it's so hard. Triple H walked by and he said, yeah, you're doing good. He goes, and all these people are quitting, but I'm sticking with it. I go, are you excited? She goes, yeah, but I can't move. But Rachel and I, we're just having a good time. So that tryout was good. And she got a maybe, just like a few other girls. But for Kayla, I think she wanted a yes right then and there. And like in wrestling, or maybe you don't know, you want something right there. It's hard to wait. It's hard to wait, but it's even worse now. You can go to NXT and never make it to, to the big stage. So it's not an easy business. So with Glow, it was like I went there, I had fun, I got my paycheck, I had a great time, partied in Vegas, shopped on the weekend, and ate the Riviera buffet. So
Oh my gosh, I think you're making me hungry to go to Riviera, have a buffet. And of course, when you
well,
had your
not there anymore.
there you go, yeah. Now we had your pickles and giggles, fashion design going on. Did any of the Glow girls buy from you for their kids?
I
Or who
don't think
did?
not. I'm trying to, what, I was talking to someone, and not a lot of the Glow girls had kids.
Really?
Yeah. So, and I think I was talking to Sunny, the California girl, and she's got 2 daughters, and I have a son and 2 daughters. Matilda has a son, Mount Fiji, no. Tiffany Mellon, she's got, I think, 2 daughters, and she's a grandma, and Sunny's also a grandma. But we were talking, there's just a lot of the girls did not have kids. And back then I knew I wanted to be a young mom. I knew it. And Glow was kind of at its peak. But when I got pregnant, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have to leave and I'll come back. Because I thought I was gonna have something to come back to. And actually there was gonna be a movie. And by that time there was nothing there. And we
Mm-hmm.
didn't have that. So we were all calling each other, going, wait, what happened? Where'd it go? And little by little, you'd get your phone call, and it was just kind of, there's just no way to get a hold of anybody.
Mm-hmm. And of course, social media will allow you to do that as
Yeah.
well too. And of course, you've been in season 3 or 4 of Glow Wrestling, and of course, you've been featured in the documentary about Glow Wrestling, the story of gorgeous ladies of wrestling. So you managed to get some exposure, and also still a bit of documentary as well too.
Yeah, yeah. And Matilda, I feel like the documentary is about Matilda and Mount Fiji, because at the end, Fiji, she came in her wheelchair, and we surprised her, and just to see her face, when she saw the girls. And I saw Tina Ferrari for the first time, and I replaced her. And a lot of the other girls that I saw from season 1 and 2 that I never saw when I was there, which was really kind of neat. So it was a good reunion when
Mm-hmm.
you see that many Glow girls around. But we've also lost a lot of the Glow girls, and we lost Babe the farmer's daughter, Sally. Angel, who was a good friend of mine, she passed away. And Matilda, 3 weeks before Angel passed away. What?
Wow.
Yeah, it was really tough. So, and that's all been really in the last few years
Oh
that they
my
did.
gosh. They seem to be going like in threes and everything like that. And there was something I
They're not
forgot.
that old.
Right,
They're not that old. So
right, right. Yeah. And of course, I was just thinking about
yeah.
just now that you've been in a number of matches. What was your most memorable match that you ever been in?
Okay, I know this is not politically correct, but there was a character called Dementia.
Dementia. Okay. And by the
Yeah.
way, you can say anything you want. I don't care. You're safe with us on the Mike Wagner show. You can say anything you want.
Well, you know what? She was a character, and she was a really good wrestler. And so I had always wanted to be a bad girl. So my thing is, I asked her name, Nancy. I asked Nancy, who was Dementia. I go, can I write the match to where we can switch characters, and then I can play you and you can play me, and that way I can be a bad girl for once. And he said, yeah, go ahead. So if you watch that, Big Bad Mama came in and put a curse on us so that we would switch characters. So it did make sense. So the thing is, Nancy, who played Dementia, was so good as Roxy. Like, she stole the show. I had to be her, and she didn't talk as me, but her eyes spoke, and you just saw these big eyes. And then she just like overdid my move, how I move. Everybody loves that match. And I had a real axe in the ring. So because we used real props, and I'm sure they did back then too in WWF, but She was good. You got to watch that. And then Mama, Big Bad Mama, when we go back to our characters, we snap right back into who we were. And it's really funny. And that was my favorite one.
Oh, that certainly is as well, too. And you had a lot of fun with the Glow Girls as well, too. And you're also involved with a tribute to Matilda the Hun, the raw meat. We'll find out just 1 minute with the amazing Roxy Astor. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios, and brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Melson Missing. We'll be back with the amazing Roxy Astor after this timeout. We're back to the multi-talented actress, wrestler, children's fashion designer, and hairstylist Roxy Astor here on the Mike Wagner Show, being part of the Glow Girls as well, too, and Glow Women Wrestling. And also, the latest is paying a tribute to Matilda the Hun, the raw meat. And tell us more about that.
Okay, there's the flyer. Can you see the flyer?
Absolutely. We can see it. Oh, she's scary. Oh, my God.
Oh, look at it. She's coming at you. Look at I love that pose. David Navarro, my producer friend, he did the artwork for that. And we did t-shirts and flyers. And I'm actually going to go to Hollywood Boulevard and pass these flyers out. And I'm going to autograph the back. And that way, hopefully people won't throw them away.
or try to sell them on eBay, Amazon, or
go for it.
Or take it to whatever. Yeah.
So with Matilda, there was Robert Wen and I, he's a good friend of mine. We decided after she had passed that we wanted to somehow honor Matilda, because the whole story was when she was sick, she went into the hospital, and which was supposed to be a rehab home, and she never got out of there. But it's going to basically be about my story into Glow, my story and how I met her, and then how Robert Wen, who was a fan of Glow, actually ended up becoming a good friend to Matilda and me, and he helped get the Zoom calls, and like during COVID when nobody could come by to help Matilda, he was incredible. He just kept her going, and he lived out in Orange County, which was near Matilda. And I was going through a few things out here where my boyfriend had a heart transplant.
Oh my gosh.
He was actually in congestive heart failure. So I was going to visit Matilda it was like 2 hours to go out there. And I asked Robert if he could go out there. And he's a pastor. He's a teacher. He used to work for Bette Midler. He's amazing.
I like that.
And Matilda just fell in love with him, and there was a really strong, good connection. So it was Robert and I going out to visit her and just keeping her going, her spirits going. And then we did a play, and that was the last time that Matilda was on stage. We did the Afterglow 80s musical experience that we won for Best Ensemble of the Decade from Broadway World.
Nice.
So we beat out like Hamilton, Mamma Mia. We had like a $10,000 budget. Like that was it, but we did that. But Matilda, that was her last time on stage. I knew she was sick, but she worked through it. So I had 5 original Glow Girls on stage for the play. And Christopher Carver was our director, and he went for Best Director of the Decade also. So that was due to the fans voting, but this is Broadway world. It's like, how did we win this?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's totally different too. You're right. So that's not about boy meets girl or somebody gets killed, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is though too is this is a cast. So winning Best Ensemble meant the most to me because we've been friends for like over 38 years. So to have this original cast and to have younger versions of ourselves back in the ring, my daughter, Kayla, she ended up playing me in the play.
Mm-hmm.
So there you see like a younger Roxy Astor, which is really Kayla playing me and telling our stories through that. So that was a lot of fun. And you know what? I felt like it kept Matilda going before she got sick, because we would drive to her for rehearsals. We would take her places. We would, because she was living in Leisure World. I'm like, we need to do some fun stuff with Matilda the Hun.
Matilda's Hun. I like that.
Out, and I'm telling you, her laugh is, I got to show you this jacket. Oh my gosh, this jacket I made. You ready for this one?
Absolutely.
This is where, look at this.
Wow.
Can you see that? The jewels.
That
And
is so cool.
so, and that's the designer in me. That's what I'm going to wear on the 3 nights. So I hope the jewels hold up. And right. Oh, wait. Oh, look, I have a cat there.
Ah,
There's Boo.
perfect. Yeah. Oh, I see you
There.
have a special guest. You know what? Since we have a little time here on the Mike Wagner show, let's talk about your special guest here.
Oh, I have a few special guests. That's Boots.
Hi,
And
Boots.
I found him down Boots in my garage. And I adopted him as a kitten. And his buddy, we call him, oh, actually, I have a dog named Buddy that's here in a diaper. Cat named Dude because he's just so cool. See, like
Dude.
there's Boots. There's
Hi,
Boots.
Boots. Nice to meet you. Hello. Can you say hi? You say hi? Oh, he's a little shy, but he'll get around to it. It's okay.
Nah,
He seems pretty
really.
affectionate.
Yeah, he wants to get attention. That's all.
Oh, there you go. Maybe put him in a ring. Who knows? I mean,
I think,
he-
you know
he-
what? Okay, when he starts kneading on me, trust me, you don't want to be near him.
mhm.
Hi,
Right.
Boo.
Or you could have the cats. If the cats can run around Shea Stadium, they can do that on the ring too, I'm sure. So
Yeah, but you don't want him to ruin that. You know what? I wanted to tell you about a project though that I just worked on called Space Invader.
okay.
It's Yeah, so that is we did one episode of Space Invader, and my episode is coming out this week. And we have it on YouTube. It's underneath UFO Phil. He's been around for 20 years. He's been on the Gong Show. If you go, you can subscribe to him. He's got over 5,500 subscribers, and he's
Wow.
got 20 years ago. So I read his script about, I think it was like during COVID, and it was a really, really funny, unique script. And I got to be a part of this. So now I'm a producer on that. David Navarro's directing, and Eric Lee Huffman, he wrote it, and it stars Phil Hill. We have Madeline Wade, who's in the first episode, and it's just very, I don't know if you're into space invaders, aliens, spaceships, but it seems to be, are you the cool thing now? They would be great guests for you, by the way. If
That
you
that that would we can talk more about that and tell us more
yeah,
about Space Invader that's coming up on YouTube.
well, I think it's coming up this weekend, and so it's right before the Matilda the Hun the Raw meet. So just waiting for that, and it's just a very you don't know if the guy is really real because when I first saw him I was like, wait, is this guy for real? But when you read the script, I guess his I think his parents were abducted by aliens, or
Oh
were they?
wow.
Or were they? That's just it. You don't know. But it's really incredible. So they've gotten a lot of hits, over 25,000 hits on the first one. So the second one is my acting debut, which is acting is hard. But Dave Navarro, he directed it, and he was like, I had to get you not to be Roxy, because when I'm Roxy, I'm talking with my hands. I am moving all the time. And he's like, stop moving. I go, I'm used to playing. So it was a lot of fun, but yeah, I don't think I want to be an actress.
Well, you're doing a
But
great job of it so far. If you can act in the ring, you can be an actress just about anywhere these days. I mean, you too, you can be an actress anytime.
to be, yeah, whatever you want. I like to create. So, like doing, like, even that sign right there was something from the Afterglow fan party. It was a Kickstarter I did 2014. And that's what kind of got the Glow fans and the Glow girls together. So I made that a few days ago.
Oh
Kind of
wow,
cool.
okay.
And that's where my art comes in from, being an art student, but not quite graduating, but still it follows me. Yeah, so I kind of bring it into now. So whatever I could do that's creative, just like Space Invaders or Matilda the Hun, the Raw Meat, it's a lot of fun for me. Because you know what, when you're getting up to ready for this one, I was born in 62, which means I will be 62.
Well, congratulations and happy birthday, by the way, in advance.
Oh, thank you. That's I remember turning 60 and that was like a crazy thing. And now it's like I feel like I'm doing more. And as you get older, it's kind of like you just don't care what people think.
Exactly. It's like you've been there, done that, everything else. And I'm going to say one thing. I confess that I turned 60 2 months ago, and it feels like I'm 40. I don't know why, or 39.
See, well, that's what I feel like. And maybe I think it's great though. I feel like when I was in my 40s, I was sluggish and now it's like, I don't know, maybe we feel like we're running out of time. We got to get everything done, or maybe we see the world in a different way. And if that's the case, I'm good. Like to
Mhm.
bottle that, sell that.
There you go. And of course, thanks to AERP and everything else too, it's just like, we can do anything that's possible, which is great. So in the meantime, where can we check out Matilda the Hun and also check out Space Invader? And where can we check out all your stuff at?
Okay, so this is Matilda the Hun. It will be at the Zephyr Theater on Melrose, and it'll be July 26th, 27th, and 28th. This might not even, we're going to record it too, and we'll figure out where we're going to put that, and we can share the link with you.
Oh, that's fine.
Uh, yeah, so whoever misses it, they can't come out. It'll be there. And also Space Invaders will be out this weekend. Same thing. I will send you the link where to find Space Invaders episode 2, directed by David Navarro and Eric Lee Huffman. Really good. There's already episode 1 out, so check that out first, and then you can kind of see UFO Phil's story and how he's figuring life out. And you can find me, Roxy Astor, on Facebook. And I joined Threads, and I forgot who I am and where I am.
I think there's so many social
But
media posts.
I'm
I
like,
forget
there's
what I
Threads.
post at times.
Yeah, there's like rings, there's the jewels. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm lost.
Oh my
And
gosh, yeah. Oof.
Twitter, Roxy Astor 1, and on Instagram, Roxy.Astor. And if you go to my Instagram, I'm so sorry, but you will see me sharing dogs every morning that need to be rescued or adopted, because I use that platform to get any attention to get these dogs adopted. So to me, that's more important than anything, too.
And that is definitely for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I got here, I just picked up 2 dogs that had to be they had to find homes, and I dropped them off to their new fosters. That way they could be kept together. So it's a shame what's going out here in California in the shelters, and it's very overwhelming. So just think, more fosters, more adoptions could absolutely help. So but don't expect to see a bunch of wrestling stuff on my Roxy.Astor on Instagram.
Well, we certainly won't, except for Matilda the Hun, the raw meat as well. We're here with the amazing Roxy Astor here on the Mike Wagner Show, and amazing Glow Girl as well, too. And just a few more things. We'd love to have you back. What else can we expect from you in 2024 and beyond?
Somebody was asking about a cruise, and I've already done 4 cruises with the Glow fans. So thinking about that now. I'm just saying, I'm thinking about that. Don't anybody get any ideas, because then they get me going. And last time I did that, I had a shot of tequila and I announced it, and that was it. It was done.
Whoops.
So people know.
Just make sure you keep the clothes on, as they say, too. You know how tequila makes the clothes off. Just make sure you stay on this time.
Yeah, you can't believe that. In fact, more clothes come on.
Oh, I know. I got that
I
line
don't know
from a
what
song,
they
by the
are.
way. So I did not make it up. I got it from a song. Thank you, country music.
Yes, I've heard that. In fact, Dallas from Glow, she always says, "Don't give me tequila, my clothes come off." Yeah, she's a friend of mine, so she goes on all the cruises. So,
All
uh,
right.
yeah, so cruises and more Space Invaders. I'll be producing more episodes and working on Space Invaders and getting that out there. Because I'm telling you, you watch first episode, take a look at it, you'll be hooked. It's very unique, very different, and I think we need something like this now.
Right. Well, definitely check that out as well, too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Um, I would have to say Wendy Richter. In my wrestling career. In my fashion career, it was definitely Betsy Johnson, because right now she is still creating fashions and doing cartwheels at age 85.
85. Oh my gosh. I better
Yes,
get in shape, guys.
I
Everybody
know.
get in shape by the time you're 85. You can do cartwheels. You got to
I
do
feel
that.
so lazy. Yo, she's incredible, and she's still, doing her fashion shows and everything. So that was a big inspiration when I went to Seattle Art Institute. So and besides that, and then my kids, so they keep me going, keep me on my toes, and my animals.
Yes, indeed. Especially Boots as well, and Duke and all the gang. Yes, big love to them. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Um, follow follow your passion, and I always say that, and I said this at age 60, that age is just a number. If you
Right.
even on the scale, it's just a number. It really is a number. You can't get wrapped up into what it is. Because I had a really hard time turning 60, and then when it was over, I was like, whoa, I was freaking out over that. Whoa, let's what else? Yeah. And I work out, I eat really healthy, and that way I don't have to take medications, and I feel good. And surround yourself with a lot of animals and good people, and stay out of any bad vibes or any, bad people.
Toxic. You're right. And that's really
Yeah.
good advice, especially important as well, too. We're here, amazing multi-talented Roxy Astor, actress, wrestler, children's fashion designer, and hairstylist out of Los Angeles. Roxy Astor here on the Mike Wagner Show. Roxy, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. We'd love to have you back. Once again, what's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people check out Matilda the Hun? Check out Space Invaders and all your works at? Where can we check them out at?
Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook, Roxy Astor, Instagram, Roxy.Astor, and Twitter, Roxy Astor1. You will see the episodes of Space Invader and the Matilda up until the actual play. And we will be showing footage afterwards. So if you missed it, we'll have it.
All right. Well, certainly check that out. Once again, Roxy, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. Looking forward to having you again soon. Keep us up to date. Keep in touch. We'd love to have you back. We wish all the best. And Roxy, you definitely have a great future ahead of you.
All right. Thank you, Mike.